Hi guys, Katy Huller here with KidsCanReadAndWrite.com. Today I want to talk to you about ew and ooh. Alright, so if you are familiar with letter combinations, you probably know that O and the O say ooh and E and the W say ooh. But if you're not familiar with letter combinations, let me tell you a little story to help you remember why they say what they say. So I love to tell my kids that come to me for tutoring that these two are looking through binoculars. And so when they're looking through their binoculars, everything looks so cool. They go, ooh, cool. And so you hear that ooh sound. Now, when E is next to W, that's a different story. Do you see how E's mouth is opened up to the W? That's because he thinks that the W is a nice juicy slice of watermelon. 2 slices of watermelon, as a matter of fact. It looks so good to eat. He's so hungry. He opens up wide, takes a big bite, and then goes, ew, you're not a watermelon. You're just a W. So you can tell your kids these things, okay? Both of these say ooh. Now remember how these two look through the middle of their binoculars. So this ooh goes in the middle of words, root words, and syllables. Whereas this ooh, remember how E was so hungry at the end of the day? This one goes at the end of words, root words, and syllables. So when you're spelling and you hear ooh, you can use this to help you with most words. Are there exceptions? Absolutely. That's the way English is. But this will help you get 85% correct, and the other 15 you're just gonna have to learn. Sorry, but let's practice getting some of the most common words spelled right, and then you can practice with your kids too. So let's say I call out the word soon. Soon. Do you hear that ooh in there? Soon. Do you hear how we hear a sound? Oon. Do you hear the ooh here? Remember, that's in the middle, right? There's something before, there's something after. We're going to use the binocular buddies when we hear that ooh in the middle. So when we write soon, oon. Do you see why we picked the 2 O's? They're looking through their binoculars in the middle of the word. Now, what if I call out the word grew? He grew and he grew and he grew. Listen to that one. Ooh. Do you hear how the ooh? We heard ooh. Do you hear how the ooh was right at the end? That's going to be our EW because it's at the end of a word, root word, or syllable. Remember, this works most of the time. Not all of the time, because we have like the word to, meaning I want to come to, or he is too tall for this, right? That would end with 2 O's. So there are exceptions, but this works, like I said, most of the time. So we're not going to worry about the exceptions right now. We just want to get the basic rule down, because when your kids know the basic rules, everything gets so much easier. Then there's room to memorize the exceptions. So let's practice some more. How would we spell through? I threw the ball. Not I went through the castle, but I threw the ball. Well, let's listen to it. Threw. Through. Where do you hear the ooh? Is it in the middle? Is it at the end? Threw. Hear how it's at the end? That's going to be this one. So we're going to go th. Remember, T and the H say th. And if you don't know T and the H say th, well, you can look up our Black Belt reading program. It's a program we have for purchase that goes through all of the tricks like these and gives you little stories for each one and lots of work that goes along with each one so you or your child can learn about all of the tricks in a way that's super easy and just builds as you go so that it doesn't overwhelm your child. So if your child's really been struggling with learning things like this, spelling goes over everything. So look that up. You can find it at kidscanreadandwrite, all spelled out.com, or kidscanonlineacademy.com. But let's finish writing through. Th-r, th-r. Remember, it's not th-er. There's no er, there's no ir, there's no ur. Don't say th-er, ooh. That's going to mess up your kids when they're spelling. Make sure they hear th and r. Th-r, th-r. Ew, you're not a watermelon, you're just a W. Through. Okay, let's see. How about moon? I looked up and saw the moon. Listen to where the oo is. Ma-oon. Do you hear how something's after it? That means it's not at the end. It's in the middle. Ma-oon. So when we write it, we're going to do our ma, oo in the middle. So we do our two O's looking through their binoculars. Ma-oon. Moon. Like that. Do you see how this is working? When you're working with your child at home, listen to where that oo sound is. If you're writing a word like na-oo, I got a new shirt, how would you spell it? Na and oo. Oo is at the end. That's going to come over here. Na-oo. It's our very last sound. So it's usually going to be that. Now, we could add a suffix to this, meaning a word ending. We could turn new into news, right? Because the news comes from new information. That's why that oo is in the middle instead of at the end, because a root word is new. News comes from new information. I could also say this is newer than that. I could add a suffix to the word new, newer, right? I'm not going to change the oo just because I add a suffix. It's still the root word. It's still at the end of the chunk. It's still at the end of the syllable. So newer. When you add a suffix, don't change your oo. So that's where it gets a little tricky. You have to know root words for some of these. But that works well. So let's see, what else could we write? How about cartoon? Cartoon. Can you spell cartoon? All right, so when I sound it out, ka-r, I hear my pirates. If you don't know about the pirates, watch the AR video or get that Black Belt reading program because it teaches you all of these tricks and you have to know them to be able to spell well and read well. So car-ta-oon. Do you hear how the tune, that oo is in the middle? Ta-oon. So when I write that, it's going to go on this column. So I'm going to do my ka. C is usually the ka at the beginning of a word. Make sure your kids know that so they don't get stuck or, just they don't know what to put. Always put a K or something. Usually it's C before the vowel unless the vowel is an E, I, or Y. Again, this is another trick that we go over in the Black Belt reading program. Videos for everything, worksheets for everything, spelling, reading, you name it. So if you need that, go there. But ka-r, those are pirates, A and the R. They're always back to back. The A goes first, then the R. So that's our R sound. Don't just put an R. Ka-r. Now I'm going to write my ta-oon part. Tune. Ta. Ooh, look through your binoculars. Help your kid remember it. Make it fun. Tune. Car-ta-oon. Cartoon. So you can write little words, you can write big words. You just need to know to listen to where that ooh is. If you're hearing it in the middle of a word, root word, or syllable, it's probably going to be the OO. Whereas if you hear it at the end of a word, root word, or syllable, make sure you put that EW. Now, remember, it's not 100%. Don't give me hate mail saying it doesn't work all the time. I know, I wish it did, but English is a strange, strange language, but it works most of the time, and it's a super helpful trick for your kids as they learn to spell. If they spell something wrong, you can always correct them, but this gives them a way to figure out most of the words correctly and start building that confidence because they're going to be successful most of the time. It's really going to help them to have a strategy as far as which one to pick. So, hope this served you. Hope it helps with your kids. Remember, look up the Black Belt Reading Program if you want more tips like this and more teaching videos. In that, I teach directly to the kids so that they can learn. But I hope this helped, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching, guys.